severely lacking in technological expertise. In fact, most of them don't employ a full-time tech. Take this charity, for example. This is quite a well-known campaign, LetSomeoneKnow.ie. This is a charity that spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of euro on their campaign, on their website, etc. Yet, click on the next slide, you're using Bebo. You know, archaic, it's about 10 years old. You know, what's the solution to this problem? Social energy. Now, what we are, essentially, we're a startup weekend for charities. This kind of resonates with a lot of the people in this room. What we're going to do is, essentially, it's one day, 10 charities, and 60 problem solvers. So why are we doing this? Okay? Well, essentially, as I mentioned before, charities are severely deficient in technological abilities. Ireland is actually now a huge tech hub internationally. Over 80% of the world's leading technological companies have a presence in Ireland. So that's a massive amount of developers, software engineers, designers, etc. right at our fingertips and all around us. Also, charity donations are plummeting. In this time of austerity, people just don't have the money to give to charity anymore. Furthermore, it's a range of events, such as Russell's Startup Digest, and lots of other things going on in Dublin. In fact, like all the time, there's the people like you and me contributing our time, contributing our resources to worthwhile projects of a technological nature. So there's a huge appetite for this. Now, we did a mock-up of our website. We did this over the weekend, and that's just kind of what it would look like. It's fully functioning. We'd love you to log on. We'd love you to register for our event, which is actually going to be happening in October. I'll tell you more about that later. Right? So, just a quick run through of the revenue here, right? We're not for profit, just to be clear. Okay? And I might use that point to reiterate the fact that we're actually probably the biggest group here this weekend, yet we're the only not for profit. That kind of gives you a feeling of, you know, how strongly people feel about our charitable, our better cause. We're going to raise funds through sponsorship, through grants, and through philanthropy as well. Now, we want this to be scalable. We see this being on an international scale. So we were chatting to you guys there last weekend, the whole the startup weekend, sorry, last night even, and we spoke about the model that the startup weekend uses. We'd like to, in essence, pretty much copy that and scale it out to other countries. Okay. Now, this is a case study that, like, it's a proven model that the concept of techies working with charities actually does work. This Pieta House is a well-known Irish charity, Centre for Prevention of Suicide in Ireland. This is their website before they got help. With just a little bit of help, you can see what it's going to look like next. That. So you can see that there's a marked difference. They're now focusing on their customers, they're focusing on their needs, and they're focusing on their strategy. Before, the website had little or no visits every week, and it wasn't making much revenue. Now, this is actually a money-spinning giant. If you click on to the next slide, you can see web traffic has increased by almost 500%. Online donations have increased by a whopping 500%. Bounce rate decreased by 220%. And ticket sales to Pieta House's largest fundraising event, which is called Darkness into Light, many of you probably would have attended the events, have quadrupled year on year since the implementation of these tech resources. Now, they didn't just get help on the website, just a little bit of help on the Facebook campaign resulted in results like this. Before the Darkness into Light run there last year, over 120,000 users were Facebooking and creating stories about Pieta House. And through that, they reached over 4 million people. That's almost the population of Ireland. That shows you the power of what we can do in a short space of time to help a charity reach so many more people. Now, in terms of the competition, we like to see ourselves as quite unique in this space. Companies or organizations such as Exclude, they do something quite similar to us. However, it's over a longer term and a protracted period. Also, at Startup Weekend, you guys here are here. You're here because you like the event, you like the networking, you like everything that it gives to you. But our event, the Social Energy, gives, I suppose, more of a charitable feel to the whole thing. Also, Random Acts of Kindness, they're another organisation, slightly different again. They work on really large-scale problems. Our focus is going to be on manageable problems that we can work on over a day. Now, in terms of customer validation, we've spoken to a lot of people here this weekend. We've spoken to mentors, we've spoken to people pitching, we've spoken to... Woo!